See this, first of all I welcome all the students and the participants who are attending this live lecture. See this, today in this live lecture we shall discuss the operators E and delta, and also we shall study the relation between the operator E, delta. There is another operator, that is identity operator I. So we can consider this as operators. So before starting this, that means we have to discuss the operator E and relation between the operator E and delta. Now see here, actually these are the different nodes, these are the different concepts which we have studied in the previous lectures. Factorial function, these are the notations regarding a factorial function. That means x raised to r factorial means it is the product of successive decreasing term with x, means x into x minus h into x minus 2h dot 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 x minus r minus 1 into h. In this way, these are the different formulas which we have to do. Okay, these are the different concepts. Also we have seen this is the negative factorial or negative exponent. The value of negative factorial, that is x raised to minus n factorial, this can be written as in this way. Okay, so negative exponent, we can write this. You are already studied in the last lecture. This is also factorial function. The factorial function of x over n, how to define this? The function factorial function of x over n, which is equals to the product function pi from r to n, r is equals to 1 to n, x plus r minus 1. This is the formula for the factorial function, and we can take this. Now there is one example which we have to solve. अभी ये example है, हमें ये solve करना है. See this, represent the function given by f of x is equals to 2x raised to 4 minus 12x raised to, see this, minus 12x cube plus 24x square minus 30x plus 9, and its successive differences, its successive, 1 minute, its successive differences its successive differences in the factorial notation. Okay, तर याला factorial notation मध्ये represent करायचं आहे. We have to represent this given function in the form of a factorial, and also we have to represent in the successive differences. Also we have to represent in the successive differences. अरे स्टुडंट्स, आवाज येतो का? आवाज येतो का रे? Are you hear me, students? Neeraj, Pramod Bhosle, Prathamesh Lakde, are you hear me? Samta Ohol? Okay, see this. If you have any doubt, then you can ask. See this, given function is solution f of x equals to x raised to 2x raised to 4 minus 12x cube plus 24x square plus 24x square minus 30x plus 9. So we have to write this in the factorial form. So this function can be expressed in the factorial form of x. See this, let the constants A, B, C, D are such that we have to express this. So f of x is equals to 2 into x raised to 4 factorial. Suppose first function, keep it as it is. There is not necessary to write this. Now we have to write the second function in the factorial form. Suppose b into x raised to 3 factorial plus c into x raised to 2 factorial plus d into x raised to 1 factorial plus this 9 constant term as it is. Actually we have to write the given function in the factorial form. So first and last, there is not necessary to write the factorial notation, but in between that we have to represent this factorial. So we have to consider a, b, c, d. So we have to consider the b, c, d. A means 2 as it is not necessary to write. That is, we have to consider the constant b, c, d such that a is 2 already. A into x raised to 4. Actually a का मतलब क्या होता है? A as it is होता है. A is equals to 2 here. A x raised to 4 factorial, b x raised to 3 factorial, c x raised to 2 factorial, d x raised to 1 factorial. But A is always the coefficient of highest degree term is as it is. So now the constant, suppose this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. The constants b, c, d can be determined if, now we have to write this, f of x is equals to 2 x raised to 4a, that can be written as x raised to 4 factorial, x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 plus b into again x raised to 3 can be written as b, x minus 1, x minus 2 plus, now this c can be written as c, x raised to 2 factorial can be written as x minus 1 plus d into x plus 9. Suppose this is equation number 3. अभी क्या करना है? पुट x इज इक्वल्स टू 1. सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना है? x इज इक्वल्स टू 1 पुट अप करना है. पुट x इज इक्वल्स टू 1 in equation 3, also in 1 to get f of x. आता x इज इक्वल्स टू 1 ठेवायचे. x इज इक्वल्स टू 1 ठेवलं तर काय येतं पहा इथं, f of 1 इज इक्वल्स टू 3 मध्ये ठेवा. f of 1 इज इक्वल्स टू 2 into 0. अपा 1 ठेवल्यामुळे 1 minus 1 0 होतो. 1 minus 1 means 0. 1 minus 1 means 0. That means 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus d plus 9. अभी देखो f of 1 की वैल्यू चाहिए हमें. f of 1 की वैल्यू चाहिए तो इक्वेशन 1 में यहाँ पे x इज इक्वल्स टू 1 रखो. 2 into 1 raised to 4 means 2 minus 12 into 1 raised to 3 means minus 12. Put this plus 24 minus 30 plus 9. So f of 1 is equals to, अभी देखो यहाँ पे 24 plus 2. See this, 24 plus 2 means 26. 26 plus 9 means 35. 35 minus 30 means 5. 5 minus 12 means minus 7. So if we put x is equals to 1 in equation 1, then we get f of 1 is equals to minus 7. So we can write this is a minus 7 which is equals to d plus 9. So d is equals to minus 7 minus 9, d is equals to minus 12. In this way we can obtain the value of d, because we have to write a given function into its factorial form. So we need the coefficients b, c, d which converts the given function into factorial form. a is as it is not necessary to write a काढायचं झालं तर 0 ठेवा, 0 ठेवल्यानंतर a निघतो, a म्हणजेच इथं 2, ॲक्च्युअली इथं a असतो, a इंटू 2 रेज टू 4, b इंटू 2 रेज टू, in this way 2 raised to c. In this way we can obtain, आणि 0 ठेवून तुम्ही काढू शकता, no there is no any problem. Okay, now see this. Again we have to write minus 16 येतं का? Okay, f of 1 is equals to minus 9 minus 7, I shall see, minus 9 minus 1, okay, no problem, that is a minus 16. Thus we obtain d is equals to minus 16. Now next we have to find out, also write, very good, Priti, Sneha, Shivange, Priyanka, Dhanure, Muskan, Sek. Yes, the addition of minus 7 and minus 9 is minus 16. It is a correct, very good. Okay, now similarly we have to find the value of b and c. Similarly we have to find the value of b and c. Similarly, ज्याप्रमाणे मी x is equals to 1 put up केलं होतं, put x is equals to 1 in 3 and also in 1 to get f of x. So put x is equals, similarly put x is equals to 2 in 3, I also in 1 to get f of 2. Therefore we get, आता मी डायरेक्ट लिहितो, जास्त काय सांगायची गरज नाही आहे. Then we get the value of c, c will be 4. तुम्ही ते होमवर्कला करा. f of 2 ठेवा, 2 ची व्हॅल्यू इथं इथं ठेवा. इथं जर 2 ठेवला तर हा 0 होतो, हा 0 होतो. c ची व्हॅल्यू काढायची, x च्या जागी 2 ठेवा म्हणजे हा 0, हा 0, हा 0 येतो. आणि इथं d ची व्हॅल्यू माहीत झालेली आहे, x ची व्हॅल्यू 2 ठेवा, 9 ठेवा आणि f of 2 इक्वेशन 1 वरनं काढा. हे कॅल्क्युलेशन करा, होमवर्कचा पार्ट आहे. देन वी गेट c इज इक्वल्स टू 4. ऑल्सो put x is equals to 3 in 3 and in 1 to get f of 3. Therefore we get b is equals to minus 2. हे तुम्ही होमवर्कला करायचं. x is equals to 3 कुठं ठेवणार तुम्ही? इथं ठेवा, म्हणजे पहिला पार्ट 0 होतो, b ची व्हॅल्यू निघते, c ची d ची माहीत आहे, आणि f of 2 ची व्हॅल्यू ठेवण्यासाठी इथून काढा इक्वेशन 1 वरनं. सेम जसं 1 न केलं तसं करा. सो वी गेट d is equals to minus 16, c is equals to 4, b is equals to minus 2. So put these values, put put b is equals to minus 2, c is equals to 4, d is equals to minus 16 in 3. So we get a function in a factorial form 2 into x raised to 4 factorial minus 2 into x raised to 3 factorial, because b is 2. See this, b is 2. इथं 2 मध्ये ठेवा, 2 मध्ये, 3 मध्ये नाही, 2 मध्ये ठेवा. So put in 2. So we get plus 4 into x raised to 2 factorial. Then what is that? D into x raised to 1 factorial, D value किती आहे? minus 16 x raised to 1 factorial plus 9 as it is. Suppose this is equation number 4. Now we have to find this is the expression of a function in the form of a factorial notation, in the form of successive factorial notation. Now we have to find the successive differentiation. So now to find this, this is the function. This is the required function in factorial notation. In factorial notation, see this. Also, to find the successive differences, see this delta f of x equals to, now we have to write 2 into delta x raised to 4 factorial minus 2 into delta, we have to find delta f of x. So use delta on both sides, delta x raised to 3 factorial plus 4 delta x raised to 2 factorial minus 16 delta x raised to 1 factorial plus delta 9 plus delta 9. See this, we have to find the delta. So delta f of x is equals to 2 into, see this note. अभी देखो यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ी important note you have to follow. See this, delta x raised to r, see this third number, delta x raised to r factorial, which is equals to r into h into x raised to r minus 1. Note this formula. So we have to use here, we have to use that formula here. Delta x raised to r factorial means r into h into delta x raised to, अरे यार, x raised to r minus 1 factorial. But in this case, h is 1 because we have take, see this, here in this problem, h is considered as 1 because we have taken differencing as x minus 1, x minus 2 means h is 1. So we can write delta x raised to the 4 factorial. How to calculate this? Delta x raised to 4 factorial means 4 h की वैल्यू 1 रखना है. बताओ रे स्टूडेंट्स इसकी वैल्यू क्या आती है? अभी हर एक को बताना है. 4 इंटू आर, आर मीन्स यहाँ पे 4 into x raised to 4 minus 1 means 3. So we can write 4x raised to 3 factorial minus 2 into, अभी बताओ रे स्टूडेंट्स इसके वैल्यू क्या होती हैं? 3 into x raised to 2 factorial plus 4 into x raised to 1 factorial 3, यहाँ पे 2 होता है. पावर मल्टीपल मध्ये घ्यायचं, 2 into x raised to 1 factorial minus 16 into 1 into x raised to 0 factorial plus constant चा difference delta k is always 0. Note that Delta k is always 0, so we get this as a 0. बराबर है. Very good, Nikhil Kamble, very good. That is 8 into x raised to, so delta f of x is equals to 8x raised to 3 factorial minus 6x raised to 2 factorial plus 8x raised to 1 factorial minus 16. x raised to 0 factorial ची व्हॅल्यू किती असते रे स्टुडंट्स? नाउ यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ x raised to 0 factorial. सभी स्टूडेंट को बताना x raised to 0 factorial की वैल्यू क्या होती है? प्लस 0. So we get the final answer, delta f of x is equals to 8x raised to 3 factorial minus 6x raised to 2 factorial minus plus 8 raised to 1 factorial plus, बरोबर आहे. व्हेरी गुड. कृष्णा आळे, श्रद्धा जाधव, धाबेकर, पठाण, व्हेरी नाईस. थांबा मी कोण कोण आन्सर देतं त्यांचे स्क्रीनशॉट काढून घेतो. See this. हाँ, so we can write this size. अभी देखो इसका क्या मतलब है. हाँ, see here. So we get the result as, we can find the first difference. The final value of the first difference is, हाँ काय तो रे final value of first difference. This gives the delta f of x is equals to 1 minute. किती आहे तर -16. लास्ट -16 है पा. चलो अभी क्या करना है, इसको डेल्टा 2 f of x निकालना है. नाउ delta 2 f of x means delta f of x, that means delta of 8x raised to 3 factorial minus 6x raised to 2 factorial plus 8x raised to 1 factorial minus 16. चला रे कॅल्क्युलेट करा. कोण अगोदर आन्सर काढतं पाहतो मी. 8 delta x raised to 3 minus 6 delta x raised to 2 factorial plus 8 delta x raised to 1 factorial minus, this is a constant. हा याची व्हॅल्यू सांगा रे. फर्स्ट फॅक्टर किती येतो? चला एक एक सांगा. सर्वांनी आन्सर द्यायचं. नाव यू टेल मी व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ फर्स्ट फॅक्टर. टोटल व्हॅल्यू ऑफ फर्स्ट फॅक्टर delta x raised to 3 factorial. We have to use that same formula. Delta x raised to r factorial means r into h into r minus 1. So we have to use that formula. चला यूज करा फॉर्म्युला. हाँ किती येतो? 8 into 3x raised to 2 factorial minus 6 into 2 into x raised to 1 factorial plus 8 into 1 into x raised to 0 factorial minus 0. So 24x raised to 2 factorial minus 12x raised to 1 factorial plus 8. ये हो गया delta 2 f of x. हाँ बरोबर आहे. व्हेरी गुड. आता सर्व स्टुडंटनी डेल्टा 3 f of x काढा. सो डेल्टा क्यूब f of x इक्वल्स टू delta of delta square f of x. So delta of delta square f of x, put this value 24 x raised to 2 factorial minus 12 x raised to 1 factorial plus 8. हाँ चला रे ह्याची व्हॅल्यू सांगा आता. वी हॅव टू फाइंड दिस 24 delta x raised to 2 minus 12 delta x raised to 1 plus delta 8. So 24 into 2x raised to 1 minus 12 into 1x raised to 0 plus 0. So we get 48x raised to 1 minus 12. ये हो गया डेल्टा क्यूब एफ. चला आता सर्व स्टुडंट कोण सांगता अगोदर पाहतो मी. डेल्टा 4 एफ ऑफ एक्स. चलो रे कैलकुलेट करो डेल्टा 4 एफ ऑफ एक्स. हाउ टू कैलकुलेट डेल्टा 4 एफ ऑफ एक्स? डेल्टा ऑफ डेल्टा क्यूब एफ ऑफ एक्स. चला मला सांगा सर्व स्टुडंट पैकी कोण अगोदर सांगतं डेल्टा 4 एफ ऑफ एक्स? डेल्टा ऑफ 48x raised to 1 minus 12. चलो कैलकुलेट करो और टेल मी द फाइनल आंसर ऑफ दिस. इसका भी आपको फाइनल आंसर बताना है. नाउ यू टेल मी द फाइनल आंसर. व्हाट इज द डेल्टा 4 f of x? You can find this and I will tell you. Now you take the homework. If f of x is equals to 3x raised to 4 plus 2x raised to 3 plus 4x raised to 2 minus 8x raised to 1 plus 15. झालं का? Represent the function represent the function in factorial notation and represent the function in factorial notation and in the form of successive differences. In the form of successive differences. किती आलं रे आन्सर? 36. चुकलं ना, फक्त श्रद्धा जाधवचं बरोबर आलं, बाकी सर्वांचं आन्सर चुकलं. सर्वजण एकमेकांचे बघून लिहितात. फक्त श्रद्धा जाधवचं आन्सर बरोबर आलं. 48 चा फोर्थ डिफरन्स कॅल्क्युलेट करा. काय येतो? 48 इंटू डेल्टा एक्स रेज टू 1 मायनस डेल्टा 12. सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांचं चुकलं पा. टोटल विद्यार्थी रॉंग. फक्त श्रद्धा जाधव एकटीचं आन्सर बरोबर आलं. यू आर करेक्ट श्रद्धा जाधव, तुझं अभिनंदन. हा. सो डेल्टा 4 एफ ऑफ एक्स विच इज इक्वल्स टू, आता याची व्हॅल्यू किती येते? डेल्टा एक्स रेज टू 1 मीन्स 48 इंटू 1 इंटू एक्स रेज टू 0 फॅक्टोरियल मायनस डेल्टा 12 ची व्हॅल्यू 0 येते. So it gives 48 into 1 into 1 x raised to 0 factorial means 1. So the final answer 48 येतं रे स्टुडंट्स. दिस इज द फायनल आन्सर. सर्व विद्यार्थ्याचं चुकलं. सर्व विद्यार्थी रॉंग झाले है ना. आणखी कुणाचं आलं का पाहतो मी. हाँ यस, ओनली द श्रद्धा जाधव, हर्षदा जोशी. हां ओके, आता कट नाही करायचं, आता कॅन्सल नाही करायचं. हां ऋतुजा महाजन, आता मी सांगितल्यानंतर का. ओके, इन दिस वे वी कॅन ऑब्टेन दिस. आता सर्वांनी काय करायचं, हा होमवर्क करा, सेम प्रॉब्लेम आहे. यू हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट दिस. नाउ वी शॅल डिस्कस द ऑपरेटर ई. नेक्स्ट हेडिंग टाका, द ऑपरेटर ई. First of all, we shall define the operator E, or it is also called as a shift operator. Operator E is also called as a shift operator. That means it shifts the function forward. It shifts the function forward. So we can say that it is the shift operator. Now see here, how to define this shift operator we shall discuss here. Let we define an operator E is called displacement operator. Or it is also called as a shift operator. It is also called as a shift operator, such that here, and it is defined as an operator E is called the displacement operator or shift operator, and is defined as E of f of x, which is equals to f of x plus h. E of f of x means f of x plus h, as like, or E of f of a means f of a plus h. E of f of a means a plus h. समजलं का रे? शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर, दिस इज द शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर. Means here, suppose this is a given function. Suppose this is x-axis, this is a y-axis, and we consider the function. Here is suppose x. Suppose this is x plus h. This value is denoted by f of x. This value is denoted by f of x plus h. So this operator shifts the given function to its forward function. This operator shifts given function to its forward function. If we, for example, if we take E of f of 2, then we can write 2 plus h, f of 2 plus h. See this, f of 2 plus h. Second, E of f of, suppose 3, then it gives f of 4 if h is equals to 1. म्हणजे एक ऑपरेटर एक फंक्शन पुढे शिफ्ट करतो, दिलेल्या फंक्शनला नेक्स्ट फंक्शन मध्ये कन्वर्ट करतो, म्हणजे शिफ्ट करतो. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर. That is third example. Suppose f of x is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1. Then E of f of x is equals to E of f of x is equals to E of x square plus 2x plus 1. that means it shift in the next operators, that is x plus h bracket square plus 2 into x plus h plus e means it is no problem, as 1. So we get this as, and expand this, then we get x square plus 2xh plus 2x, हाँ एक मिनट यहाँ पे एच स्क्वायर रह गया, एच स्क्वायर प्लस 2x प्लस 2h प्लस 1. सो वी गेट x square plus 2xh plus h square. Okay, as it is 2x plus 2h plus 1. This is the shift operator. Shift operator means the function which shift forward. Okay. Now second we consider the second shift operator. How to calculate the second shift operator? Next, note. I shall write note. Note number 1, E of f of a means f of a plus h. Second, E square f of a means what? E of f of a means E of f of a means a plus h. So it is f of a plus 2h. Second shift operator असेल तर f of a plus 2h होतो. E square f of a. Third note, हे खूप महत्वाचे आहेत नोट लक्षात ठेवा. e raised to n f of a means we can write as directly f of a plus nh. Now also backward shift operator for e raised to minus 1 f of a, e raised to minus 1 ala, that is called as a backward shift operator. Forward shift operator, backward shift operator. So we can write this as f of a minus h. It is also called as a backward shift operator. लक्षात ठेवा ये e raised to minus 1. So पाचवी नोट, e raised to minus 2 f of a, f of a minus 2h. In this way we can shift up to the minus n. So we can write e raised to minus n f of x. Suppose if we use f of x, then we can write f of a minus nh. These are negative, negative ratio. So this can be represent shift operator backward. This can be 1, 2, 3. These are the forward shift operator. 4, 5, 6 are the backward shift operator. Backward shift operator. Next, 7 number. 7 नंबर. काय अडचण आहे का रे स्टुडंट्स? व्यवस्थित चालतं का बंद पडतंय रे? आज थोडं एरर दाखवतो. काय अडचण आहे? ऑटोमॅटिक एरर दाखवतो. नोट 7, e raised to 2f of x, e raised to 2f of x e raised to 2 f of x square, which is not equals to e of f of x bracket square. असं लिहिता येत नाही, लक्षात ठेवा. e raised to f of x, f square of x, which is not equals to x square. Say this. I shall explain this. Put f of x is equals to, suppose x. Then we know that E square of x square, which is given by E of x square. So E means forward shift operator. E of x square means it can be written as x plus h bracket square. X plus h bracket square. Again we have to take the shift, this, that is x plus 2h bracket square. एक h न शिफ्ट होतो E operator, so this is 1. I am proving this result, E square f square of x, which is not equals to E of f of x bracket square. Now also अभी राइट साइड लेना है, E of x whole square, which is equals to E of x means x plus h bracket square, that can be written as x square plus 2xh plus h square. This is a second. So from 1 and 2, we can say that E square of x square, which is not equals to E of x its square. Put x as f of x, so we conclude that E square f square of x, which is not equals to E of x bracket square. You must note, हे तुम्हाला माहित पाहिजे, लक्षात घ्या स्टुडंट्स. E means the shift operator. हे शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर E, you must note, अशा पद्धतीने शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर काढलं जातं. शिफ्ट कसं करायचं, फक्त E of f of x काढायचं, म्हणजे x च्या जागी x प्लस h लिहून फंक्शन डबल लिहून काढायचा, म्हणजे शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर होतो. बॅकवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर म्हटलं की काय येतो मग, e raised to minus 1. These are the backward shift operator. See this. These are the backward shift operator. These are the forward shift operator. E raised to positive असेल, that is a forward shift operator. E raised to negative असेल, that is a backward shift operator. Next we shall define the identity operator. Identity operator. Which is denoted by I or 1. Identity operator which is denoted by I or 1. See this. So we discuss the identity operator. Here 1 is unity. Here I or 1 is unity. Here I or 1 is unity, is an operator. It is also called as a unity operator. Is an operator which is such that the function on which it operates leaves the same function. So thus I or 1 is called unity operator. So I or 1 is called as a unity operator, means see this, that is I of f of a which is equals to f of a, or we can write this I of, I into नाही लक्षात ठेवा, I of, or we can write f of x is equals to I of f of x. जर अगर दिया हुआ फंक्शन ऑपरेटर यूज करने के बाद भी वही रहता है, एज इट इज लीव्स द सेम फंक्शन, so then that function is called, so that operator I is called unity operator or the identity operator. So you can also write f of x equals to 1 into f of x. So we can write, one is the identity operator or unity operator. लक्षात घ्या, it is also known as it is identity operator. So note that the identity operator or unity operator, one लिहा किंवा I लिहा काही चालतो. So I of E of f of a which gives E of f of a, because I is identity operator, or we can write 1 into E of f of a which is equals to f of a, means put this function as it is. Also we can write I of delta f of x, then we can write delta f of x. So I is called unity operator, means keep this function as it is. I म्हणजे जसं 1 ला unity का म्हणतात, 1 into 4 which is 4, 1 into 7 which is 7. So we can say that 1 is unity, means it keep the function as it is. In this way, in the operator system, this is in the number system, आता matrix system मध्ये पहा, I is called identity matrix. You know that in the matrix system I is called identity matrix because I into a into I, or I into a which gives a result. म्हणजे I न जर a ला मल्टिप्लाय केलं किंवा a न जर I ला मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर aच राहतो. So I is called identity matrix. I is called identity matrix. In number system, 2 into 1 which is equals to 2, 7 into 1 is equals to 7. So in this case number 1 is called unity. In the number system, multiplicative, that is unity. So in this way, when we can use the product of I with any function, then it gives that initial function or the same function. So we can write this as identity operator. Identity operator. See this 4. If f of x is equals to x square plus 10x plus 5, so therefore I of f of x which is equals to I of x square plus 7x plus 5 which gives as x square plus 7x plus 5. So I is called unity operator or identity operator. हे लक्षात ठेवा. So I is called unity operator or identity operator. Also we can write I के जगह पे हम 1 भी लिख सकते हैं. अगर 1 लिखते हैं तो उसको unity operator कहना है. अगर I लिखते हैं तो उसे identity operator कहना है. जनरली अगर I लिखते हैं तो identity operator कहना है, अगर 1 लिखते हैं तो unity operator कहना है. Unity operator means on the operation of that operator, the given function remains as it is. गिवन फंक्शन्स, सॉरी यहाँ पे ई रखना, ई इथं विसरलं होतं पहा, 1 into e of f of a which gives e of f of a, I of I into, or we can I of e of f of a which gives e of f of a. इथं e विसरलं होतं रे, चेक करा, e विसरलं होतं. सो e इज कॉल्ड एज अ आयडेंटिटी ऑपरेटर. ओके, समजलं का रे तुम्हाला? फिफ्थ, I of f of 2 is equals to f of 2. 6, 1 into e of f of 2 which is equals to e of f of 2 which is gives f of 2 plus h. So 1 is called as a unity operator, identity operator. ठीक आहे. आता रिलेशन बिटवीन आयडेंटिटी ऑपरेटर, ई ऑपरेटर, ई इनवर्स हे आपण उद्याला पाहू. फक्त या नोट व्यवस्थित लक्षात ठेवा. आयडेंटिटी ऑपरेटर अँड इनवर्स शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर, फॉरवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर, बॅकवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर. e raised to 1 means forward shift operator, e raised to 2 means backward shift, e raised to minus 2 means 2 times backward shift operators. हे मायनस आले की बॅकवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर, प्लस आले की फॉरवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर लक्षात ठेवा. ठीक आहे. दिस गिव्ज ई, याला ई म्हणतात ना, ई. दिस इज ई, ई इज अ फॉरवर्ड. आणि बॅकवर्ड म्हटलं की इथं येतो एफ ऑफ एक्स मायनस एच म्हणजे ई रेस टू मायनस 1. दिस इज अ बॅकवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर. दिस इज अ फॉरवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर, दिस इज अ बॅकवर्ड शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर. ठीक आहे. ही डायग्राम